hopefully this works good. And we're going to try a few things here, step by step. And we'll see where things go. Still learning this out, so please excuse this. Same goes. It's going to be a little bit. Alright, here we go. We're going to be playing 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls. We're going to be starting from Season 1, Episode 1, so I'm starting a fresh game. A little disclaimer at the beginning. One, I'm not politically correct all the time, and I do use bad language. And I hope you get to enjoy whatever comes up. You're going to see exactly what I'm doing. There's no hidden secrets or nothing. I'll go through all my settings and all that, and I go by Running Bear. Sometimes Old Fart. Just depends on my mood. Kind of old, kind of grumpy. So we'll see how it goes. Let's try to enjoy this and learn from each other. Alright, another thing is, anything in chat or anything like that, please try to be nice to each other. I know it's not always easy to do, and especially when everyone's got, the way things are going nowadays. Anyway, let's get going. So, I set up for 4 players, but it's really only going to be me. I'm set up for Warrior, 120 minutes. I do have XP modifier at 200% because I don't want to sit here and just grind away. I also have it set up for high loot abundance, but I also have 16 enemies on Horde Night, and like I said, I'm playing a warrior setting, so it's not the base settings. Now I probably will die, and I'm probably not the smartest tool in tool shed, so let's just enjoy it and have fun. We are going to do on Darkness Falls Medium 3 map. If you want to play along with me, and here we go. Alright, so it's going to take a couple minutes for it to load up. I can't do nothing about that. Not the best streamer in the world. This is new. I've tried it before. Kind of failed a little bit here and there. I was having trouble. I was doing it on Twitch, but for some reason I can't get to do work at all anymore. So I'm switching over here to YouTube and see how this goes. Hopefully this works out excellent. Before I was having a memory issue, so it really slowed down my game. It was lagging really bad. I just increased my memory from 8 to 32 gigabytes, so there's quite a bit there. It's actually a pretty fast speed as well. We'll see if things were going. Now, for any new people, 7 Days to Die is a zombie survival game. Basically, it's an open sandbox sort of. There's a lot of things you can do and you can't do. Things are destructible. You can build things. All these other things. Now, on one of my settings I have set up for people to know is I don't drop my backpack or my tool belt, because the last couple times I played I kept on getting these glitches where my bag that would be dropped would disappear and it would not be recoverable, and that just causes anger and angst, and I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm here to have fun and go from there. So there's some easy mode to it in some ways, and some more difficult mode because I did turn up the level of zombies, and I have more zombies during Horde Night. If it's too easy for me, I'll crank it up again. So it is all step by step, and we'll go from there. I do have it 120 minutes because I do enjoy a full day of getting things done. And if it's not for you, I fully understand. This is for me. So I hope you do enjoy it along the way. Now, when you first get in the game, you're going to get some starting stuff, and there's going to be a backpack, and you're going to open up that, use that backpack, and it's going to give you another backpack, and you're going to open that one up, and then it's going to give you, it's going to go, or use it, have it first, maybe it's open then use, one of the two. But basically, that backpack gets you to wear it and gives you inventory slots that don't cause any weight or slow you down. You're also going to get 2 class books. Now, there's several classes. For me, I like going labor class and scavenger class. The reason why is labor class allows me to be able to build things easier in the long run, get things quicker, and I like to have a good base build. The scavenger class, the reason I use it at the beginning is that because scavenger, there's 2 ways of getting better chances of loot that are skill based. There's lucky looter, and what was the other one? Well, there's 2 of them. One of them everyone gets a hold of, and it's based off of your scavenger skill level, and you put points in to get it better. The other one that comes from scavenger, it's based off of first off getting the quest done, and then it's based off your player level, and they both help you get better loot. And I prefer getting that done first above all else. So that's the reason why I'm going to go with these two classes. So another thing you should know about this is that there's going to be a lot of I will be building, and I'll be digging, I'll be doing all the things you have to do, so you're going to see everything. Another thing is I always suggest at the beginning is make a sledgehammer. It's a really good beginning newbie weapon. You won't keep it for very long, but it's a good starting weapon. Make sure you go through the starting quest. Very important, especially the scavenger quest. Get it done as soon as possible. Now, I can't remember which one gives it. I think it's the scavenger quest that gives you a bicycle. That's the other reason why I like having the scavenger line. A bicycle by day 2 is really good. That helps a lot. Now, I've played on this map here before, and if I get the same starting area that I have before, I know where things are at, or at least a chunk of things are at, and there's going to be some stuff I'm going to go directly to and get done. So, one of the things I also like to do, personally, because of the food issues in the game and drinking issues and so forth at the beginning, I like getting berry quests to start with and get those out of the way if I can. Now, the trick is where if it's the same starting area that I started before, there's a lot of radiation zones around that area. So you kind of have to pay attention where the berry quest is going to be at, because you can't go in the radiation zone as a new player and get it done. Looks like we're about ready to start here. Yeah, let's get in there and have some fun, and like I said at the beginning, it's just gathering real quick, getting the first quest done after you do this little part here, and this is the same place I always seem to start at. So we're going to go ahead and F8. I'm going to put that up so you can see my frames per second. Now I have my stuff turned down because I want to make sure this works. I don't want the lag, and I want to have a good time. And I'm a creature of habit, so I have certain places I put the stuff to start with, and that's where they're just going to go until a later date, and then it'll switch when I get more stuff. But for now, this is the starting place to put things. Click on the books, get recipes, and like I said, I'm going to start with labor. Okay, and I hit that craft, and go ahead and hit that book and read it. Now that's going to give me a starting quest. Now I'll look it up, show you real quick, because I know where everything's at. That's why I don't need this one up. If you click on this button here, it activates the quest. Or not activates, it makes it the active quest so you can see on the screen. And this one says I have to gather wood, gather small stone, and gather clay, and there's various amounts of it. That's the first one. Now, that was the labor one. Now, if I come over here and go to this book, and I'm going to make it now my scavenger one. So we're going to click on that. We're going to read the book. It's going to give us a setup for our skills. Then we're going to come back to our quest again, and we're going to switch it over to the scavenger. Now the scavenger says I need to make a stone axe. So this is just normal quick stuff. Now there's that card there to loot, but I'm not looting it yet, and you'll see why in a second here. I just got to get things going, get a couple pieces of wood, got some grass, get a stone. Oh, forgot to put this on. See how I did? But now, if we go back in our inventory, now we have all these spaces here that are not going to cause us any problem moving around. Now, one of the things you do is hit recipe for the stone, and on here you're going to get sharpened rock. Now, you're going to use at the beginning quite a bit. Later on, you won't, but it's always good to put in favorites. I'm going to do that once. Now, I can make the stone axe. Now, while that's doing its little thing, I'm going to keep on gathering up some stuff here. Other thing I also advise, get cotton right off the bat, because you're going to want to make some bandages. And luckily we don't have any meanies right off the bat, so unless we go into a POI. Alright, come back in here. You notice by completing that first quest, we got some clothes to wear. So what we're going to do is modify it though. We're going to take out the dies because we're going to sell them or keep them depending on the dies. So we're going to hit W for wear, W for wear, W for wear. Now this one's got another die, so we're going to modify, take it out, hit complete, and now we're going to wear that item. Alright, so picked up all of the stuff. We're all good here. Now, the reason I waited to put points in anything is because now that I got my scavenger completed, I go to the scavenging class, and then we have Lucky Looter here. Now, when you look, if you look at Lucky Looter, it adds 20-point bonus to looting and 20% faster to loot, and it narrows down treasure. So this is really good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put points into it, and we're going to go all the way points into it. And now I'm going to start looting cars and anything else that come up, because now I have a better option to get loot. So we got some bullets and we got some arrows there, which is nice. Now I'm just going to go out here and get some resources real quick. This is just par for the course, getting things going. Put my axe back up here to slot number 2 because that's where I use it at. Get some more. I know you can hit E for that, but I'm terrible about that half the time. I'll get that later when I need it. Alright, now this first class I make after when I make my first book is going to be, don't forget nest every time you see them, loot them, is going to be farmer, because I found that you run so much out of certain things so quick that you really need to get that going. It kind of sucks, but it's something you gotta do. Now, at this point, I will start making a bow and arrows here soon. I don't have enough of it really to really get me where I like it at. Get some more cotton, just loads and loads of cotton. Uh-oh, I just heard someone making a noise in there. We're not going to stick around and find out though, are we? Now, if you notice, I made kind of a little circle here. That's because I know that in this area there's certain things to pick up, and I need the bird's nest. Not bad. And you're going to get random starting stuff out of here, so you don't know what you're going to get when it comes to that. But like certain things like this rock here, I know it's always here when I start up here. Going to always come get this out of the way. And the main reason I'm doing this is because the first thing I'm going to make once I get 10 stones, I'm going to make a sledgehammer. So go to type out sledge, and there's a stone sledgehammer, and I'm going to craft one. I'm going to keep on getting rocks here while that's crafting. Plus the fact I'm going to get this rock completely done because I need all the stuff out of this anyway. You're going to need lots and lots of rock. First off, do your quest. Second off, just to finish getting yourself some starting weapons so you feel good about it. And it is very important. Put the hammer in. Now I have something to hit zombies with that come up, and you'll see why it's kind of slow, but it does a lot of damage, especially if you use your alternative attack button, which is your right mouse button for most people. Your left mouse button is, of course, your primary attack. Now, what I usually do is I do one. I hit the alternative button first to get the first strike in, and then usually I switch to just the main attack after that. Alright, so got that going. The other thing about Scavenger is that when you get Scavenger, it also unlocks getting stuff extra out of stuff, and I'll show you that real quick here. Hit the wrong button. You go to your skills, go to Scavenger, and there's what's called Wasteland Treasures. As soon as you can, you want to put a point in there to them, because what it starts doing, you start getting more stuff out of the things that you loot or mine, any of that stuff. There's an extra chance of getting stuff out of them, and it is very useful to have and done out of the way. But you want to get yourself a starting amount of wood, a starting amount of stone, because you're going to use them to make some arrows here in a minute. I want to get another nest before I make the arrows. Make a bow. We can do the bow real quick. Get that out of the way. There we go. Primitive bow. Crank it out. Just getting some stuff done as we go. Alright. Yeah, let's see how many. I got 19. I can get one more cotton, and then I'll turn the cotton into cloth, and then turn that cloth into bandages. Alright, so one more cotton for me. Kind of looking around for nest and anything I can click easy. Looking for some cotton along the way. Here we go, there's some cotton over here. Oop. Now I'm going to take that 20 cotton, go recipes, go to cloth fragments. The reason we're doing this, bandages are really important to get and have, so I want to at least have 4 or 5 bandages to start with. Let's see here. Stumps are always good to do because you can get yourself some honey out of them. Plus the fact it's a quick, easy source of wood. There we go, just got a honey. Now honey is real important for a couple reasons. One, it allows you to help, when you get attacked by zombies, you can get infected. And when you get infected like that, it's not very good. It messes things up. So you want to cure it. And one of the ways you can cure it is by the honey, or these can be these blue and white pills that you're going to find, capsules, and you can fix it by that as well. The honey is also used to make dyes, or inks, which you're going to need to make books with. Your class book. So it's very important to get that when you can. I'm going to try to kill this bunny. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh well. That was a fun attempt. Just something like, it's like kind of like the squirrel thing, the dog's going, squirrel, got to go look for it. Anyway, I hate these stupid alarms. Why in the hell would you have these stupid alarms in the game? I know, just to annoy you, right? So we got that search. I almost forgot to put up the bow. Now, I'm going to take this cloth, click recipes, and you're going to see bandages. I'm going to make that as a favorite, and I'm going to put down, make 5 bandages real quick. Also at the same time while this is going on. Now, I know to make arrows, I need to get sticks. So, I make that as a favorite. We have 25 of those, so I'm going to make 13 sticks, which is going to give me, or 13, which is going to give me 26 sticks. I'm also going to come to stone, and I'm going to make 26, you guessed it, sharpened stone. The reason I'm doing that is I'm going to need those to make arrows. So now I'm going to go to arrows and stone arrows with feathers, because you also do stone arrows with cloth, but we're going to use feathers mostly. And we're going to hit maxed out, which is going to be 25. That's all the feathers we have. We have 1 extra of the stick and sharpened stone right now. And get this car. Get that get it loaded up. So now I have a bow, an arrow, and a sledgehammer. What I have for doing things with, which is good. Now I'm going to come over here and hopefully get a couple of other bird's nests and things along those lines. I don't remember all that stuff is, but one of the things that is important for later, you want a lot of apples. So anytime you see an apple tree, just do what I did there, which is you swing at the apple tree, get it down to, usually takes 2 swings with a stone axe, and that will get you some apples. But don't go past this, because if you do, you're going to chop down the tree, and you don't want to do that. And it doesn't hurt to get some oranges out of the way too. Alright, so we got them all. So I'm going to come up here, do a big swing. If you notice, it does lots of damage, knocks it down usually. 1 swing after, kills it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And it doesn't always work that way, In theory, you want it to work that way all the time. It doesn't always happen. Get some ammo, which is good. So same thing again. 1 swing, 1 dead zombie. So always get the core piles. Always good. You will need them because it gives you. Oh, I just missed. Oh, and there's something behind me. Oh, it's a dog. Ooh, trouble right off the bat. So I'm just gonna run. I know that right now I am not set up to take on that dog, that Wolfie. So we're gonna run to the trader here because I knew where it was at. Get inside of here. I don't like this. There's a graphics bug. Because I can't see things. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to exit out. And I'm going to continue game again. That will reset the graphics on it. Sometimes graphically this game bugs out for me. Don't know why. It just does. And this is part of the things I got to deal with. Luckily I got a pretty fast computer now with the memory, which it used to take me 20 minutes to reload a game. Now it takes a couple minutes, so it's not too bad. Not the best player in the world, but at least I know a little bit. And the worst thing you have is a little bit of knowledge, because that usually gets you in trouble. But got My cat over here, she's watching me. Her name is Shadow. She's been with me for about 15 years. So yeah, she's getting up there in age, but she's still a good girl. Yep, she sleeps on my bed. She's a good cat. And when I was previously doing these videos, before I got the memory upgrade, there's a channel called Frost and Fist on YouTube. I watched him a lot. I talk with him and interact and know them a little bit. And Fist was nice enough to allow me to help me out to learn how to do streaming a little bit, and that helped me out a lot, and I'm really grateful to him. Now that I got new memory, I'm trying it again. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I couldn't get my Twitch to work, so I'm going to try this on YouTube and see how it goes. It's all learning for me, so we'll see how this goes. It won't be so bad, hopefully. And I'm sorry that I had to read right in the middle of the stream. I had to reload, but sometimes it happens. You got to fix those problems when they happen. You don't want to let them keep going. Now, there might be a better way of doing it. But that's the way I know how to do it. And I get the simple rule. I'm an older guy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if it works the way you can get it to work, you keep doing that, and you don't mess with it. See, it's no longer graphically bugged now. I'll put back up the frames per second, and you see when I first get in, it's horrible. I mean, that's a horrible frames per second. It'll start clearing up and getting better in a minute. It always does this. You know, I don't have the best computer in the world, but it's better than it was a while back. And now it's cleared up. Alright, so we got a working forge. That's good. Let's see what else we get in here. We get a working cement mixer. We have a destroyed workbench, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And a destroyed chemistry station. Poo. Both of those are poo-poo. Alright, so got all this done. Now, what I like to do is just habit. When I first get into a game, when I first set up, I craft 6 of these boxes, storage boxes, and I line them up on here. Now, I'm going to have a different setup in a little bit, but for right now, this is when I first get on. This is how I set up. This allows me to keep everything organized. Things I don't need, like, I'll keep onto that. Alright, so first off, this is going in. That stays. That goes in. That'll go in. That'll go in. Just putting things up so that I have room to do things with. That's very important. You really need to keep that in mind. Keep things squared around. And I know I'm putting ammo up and some other things. People are like, why are you doing that for? Well, because I want space right now. And the best way to do it is what I'm doing here. I'll reorganize in a minute, but we're going to come up here, get our starting quest done.
Hello, stranger.
First. Now we just completed the trader quest, so that's out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and sell some of these dies. Don't need to hold on to them. Just get rid of them. They're not anything big. Sell the money. And what we need to do for the second quest of the scavenger, we need to get up to 500 coins. So we don't want to spend anything right now. We do want to see if he's got any better. No, he does not. So I'll fetch and clear, and I don't feel like doing those at the start. I will get this here, and this is nice. Now we got farming tips, which is awesome, so we want to hit use. Now, once we get to a point where we have a fair amount of those, we're going to start, once we like next time we get farming tips, if I already know it, I'm just going to go ahead and scrap it because we need the notes to make the books. Now, notice I got 11 slots right here being used at the moment. We're going to change that down. These are going away. Switch that back up. So we have 8, looks like. Yep. No, we got 9, excuse me. And we just got attacked by a vulture. That stinks. I haven't been attacked in here like that before. I don't like this. So before I die, here goes a bedroll. Oh, that's not very nice, this stupid bird. Come on now. Why am I missing that bird? Or vulture, buzzard, whatever. Pain in my butt. I got 2 hit points left. That's not good. Not good at all. Well, I knew that was probably going to happen. But I did kill the bird. Nope, I didn't kill him. Never mind. It looked like it died. Well, there's my first death. There you go. Stupid bird. Really hate vultures. Those stupid buzzards. Hate them with purple passion. Anyway, back to what I was doing. So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slots right now being used. Well, I should make it 10. Because I want to keep that on me too. Alright, and the reason why is that those are things I need to finish quest off. Now, before I forget, pick up a quest here from these guys. Do we have a buried one? No, we do not. And come on, do we have a buried one in this one? Let's see. Yes, we do. And it's in a good location. The one that's to the west is may or may not be able to get it done because, unfortunately, well, it's truthful. Unfortunately, there's radiation in that direction. So I don't know for sure if it's stuff where I can't use it yet or not. Kill a couple zombies. I could have let the guards handle them, but I want a chance for some XP here. Could usually get some XP. There we go. Beat this guy up. Oh, I was hoping for a bag. A bag would be nice. A good big swing and just kind of play whack-a-mole with these guys. That's all you're really doing. Whoop. He fell down. Went boom. Some bodies from other zombies that came in and were killed by the guards. You definitely want to loot those all the time. Now, if you notice on the compass, I got a treasure chest mark. That's where the buried is. Now, I'm going to make a shovel real quick so I don't forget. Have it out of the way. Now, I'm also going to make myself a bone knife. That gives me a little bit better stuff from corpses and dead animals. You'll see when we get to that. Using it over the axe is not much, but it's a little bit better. And, you know, every little bit helps, right? Especially at the beginning. Get these bags. Scavenging's going up, so when I get a point to spend, now that scavenging's up, I'll show you. I got points to spend. So now I come over here to Quality Joe, and I can put a point into it. Now once scavenging gets up to 10, I can put a second point into it. The other thing I'm going to put into right away is I'm going to come back here. I'm going to put into Sexual Tyrannosaurus because that helps get stamina regen back, which is important. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's worth doing. That stupid vulture. Buzzard. Ugh. How horrible it is. Alright, so now let's get going towards the box. Now usually there's a stupid wolf over here. And as you can see, the wolves will tear you up pretty good. So let's get a little thinking going. I know that's hard for some of us. Going to get 10 of these made. The other thing I'm going to have made ahead of time is I'm going to make some hatches. And you'll see why later. These hatches actually matter. They're not a bad way of going. We're going to put that here. Put this thing down here. And we're going to put these here. For now. Alright. There we go. Not bad. Let stamina build up a little bit. Oh, missed. Swing and a miss. And that buzzard's just waiting for me to get hurt. A little buzzard coming in on me when I'm hurt. There We got at least hit him that time. Ooh, my blunt skill increased. Ooh. That helps. Just being a little sarcastic. That wasn't good. There we go. And there goes that one, and there goes that one. Look at that. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, if no one watches this, that's fine. If someone watches and maybe learns a little bit from the game, that'd be awesome. Or maybe you can tell me some things I'm missing. That's fine too. We all have room to learn. Anyone thinks they know everything, well, they know probably nothing. Oop, there went our head. Now this guy, I'm going to get a quick loot, hopefully. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Oh, crap. Stupid wolf. Alright, so let's fix that. Let's get that going. Take that, wolf. Yeah, I know this is kind of semi-cheating, but hey, you know, you sent a wolf at me. I don't like you. It's being smart, that's what it is. You know, zombies, they're slow sometimes, but they can kind of fast. But the biggest thing is there's a lot of them. There's only one of you. So sometimes you have to think smart. And this is a good way of thinking smart. Now, that wolf's out there somewhere. He's going to be coming back. What I'm going to do to prepare for that, I'm going to leave a little step up there real quick. And if I have to, I'll jump back up there. Damn wolf. See how this goes. And I swung and missed. Come on now. There we go. Get a little bit of a burp building up. Tea normally doesn't do that to me, but for whatever reason it's doing it to me today. Yes, I drink tea, and I drink Coke and Dr. Pepper. I'll be drinking. I got a little bit of tea left to drink in my cup, and I got maybe another half a cup, and then I'll be switching to Coke. There we go, level 2, like that. So we're going to come in here. Our first point we're going to spend after the first one's already did. I'm going to pick up Health Nut. I like getting that out of the way. It gives me a little bit more health to work with, a little bit more stamina. Nice thing just to do. Okay, so we now know by the flashing chest there, red flashing chest, that's where the area can start with. So we're going to come to the very spot. We're going to dig down. Now, because this is a buried chest quest, when you go to open that chest, it's going to spawn zombies that are going to know exactly where you're at and they're going to come for you. So you need to have a way to get out really quick. So before I open the chest, I always reopen the area out, because I dig down to get to rock, which is usually 4 spots. So there we go. And then we're going to just pick a direction that's still flashing red, and we're going to dig our way out a little ways. And you're going to see what else we're going to do here in a second. These are all things we got to get done. Put a hatch up there. We can close it That'll keep them out for a little bit. Gives me a little bit of chance to get the heck out of Dodge. I know that sounds funny, putting a hatch on the ground just to protect me, so I don't have stuff just dropping down from my backside. If you notice, our frames per second are up to 103. I know the quality, the stuff I have turned down is not so great, but I just want to be able to play the game and enjoy it. And right now, this is the only way I'm going to be able to do it. And you make sacrifices, you make choices. And I'll sacrifice a little bit of video quality for better play, you know what I mean? I'm just a basic guy, you know. I've got good and bad things about me, and that's the way everything is in life. You know, we forget that we're all human. We have base instincts, you know. Unfortunately, because we are who we are, sometimes it goes to violent instincts, and sometimes it goes to loving instincts, and it goes all different types of instincts. Now, you can say you're controlled by your instincts, but the matter is it's your choice that you allow that to take over on you. You have options. You always have options. The moment you say you don't, that's when you take away who you are and hand it over to whatever emotion you're dealing with. And I'm not saying it's easy. In fact, it's really hard. But at least you have a choice in what you do. And that separates us from a lot of things. I just wish the world was a better place for everybody. Unfortunately, it is kind of the way it is, you know. You can't change certain things. You can't force things on people. You're going to have your good and your bad. Like things going on right now with all the writing and so forth. First off, let's start where it begins with like Floyd. Mr. Floyd, that should have never happened. That's an atrocity. Those cops deserve to be in jail. No man or woman, no matter what color of their skin, deserves to be treated that way. It doesn't matter any of that. No matter your affiliation, no matter what, does not deserve to be treated that way. Let's just get that off first, right off the bat. Second, everyone has the right to protest in a peaceful manner. I am totally behind everyone who wants to stand up there and protest in a peaceful manner. I'm 100% behind you. And in fact, you know, if I could, I'd be out there with you when it comes to peaceful protesting. Now, when it comes to this rioting, bullshit, and looting, that has to stop. And it should not be allowed to happen. We should have never allowed Mr. Floyd to be killed like that, and we should never allow people to riot and destroy property like they're doing, and also hurting people, and a couple people have died over it. It's not right. No one should be doing that. I understand pain. Trust me. Just because my color of skin is not the same as yours. One thing I learned a long time ago, it's not so much your color of your skin, it's what social class you're born into. There's many of the same things that I've had to deal with, because I was born into, my father had already left by the time I was born, and just was my mom. She didn't have very much money, and it wasn't a very nice thing, because back when I was a kid, I'm 50, well, we'll be 50 this year, it was not looked upon very well if you didn't have a father and a mother, and people would as kids, would tease you and pick on you and everything else, and it was not a very fun thing to deal with. Now, I was young and stupid, and I got into fights over it. As I got a little bit older, I started realizing that no matter what they said or what they did, the only way that it would affect me is I let it affect me. You have to go at things in a manner that helps yourself. Yeah, I could fight, and I would feel better for that second, that moment, maybe even for the next 20 minutes, and maybe in that day. But later on, when I look back at it, I realize I just kept on putting myself in a worse position. You want to better your position when you have things like this happen. Make things better. But that takes all of us, not just a single person, but all of us to look and work with people. We need to do that. It's important. And I'm hopefully won't talk about this stuff much, but it's something that everyone's dealing with right now. And let's be honest, it would just be a much better place if we would all sit down and talk about our problems and work through them, and not beat up on someone that had nothing to do with what went on. You know, I'm very old school. If someone came and killed my brother, damn right I'm going to be honest, I would want to kill that man or that woman that killed my brother. I'm not going to sit here and be all saying I'm not. But if I go out and I destroy your property that had nothing to do with that, or kill you, that doesn't justify what happened to my brother. We have to think about this. And the people that should be, the truth of the matter is, the person that are hurting the most are the people that were his family. And that family could be, and I'm going to tell you, family is just not blood. Family is people that you grew up with, people that you associate with, person you choose to love in your life. That's family. And so it doesn't have to be just by blood. Those people I truly feel sorry for. I wish that thing that happened to Floyd would have never happened. For everybody else that's using this, now if they're using it in a good manner, which is a peaceful protest and saying that we need to change how we handle things, absolutely 110% behind you. Because we do need to change things. But for those who are using it to create anarchy, to steal, rob, commit violence, all of you should be thrown in jail. I know that's not going to be a popular opinion by most, but you know what? The one thing I've learned is that things come around. History repeats itself if we don't learn from it. And the one thing I remember as a kid, I remember plenty of people being very, very racist to each other. And not associating at all with each other. People, I hear a zombie somewhere. Fighting with each other, hurting each other. Sad. As the years went on, and I got a little bit older, a lot of that didn't go away, but it lessened what was going on by quite a bit. And all we can actually hope for is to try not to repeat the same mistakes that have happened in the past. And give each other the chance to be good people. Because everyone makes mistakes. One of the things I've learned in my life is that it's not the mistake that matters. It's what you do afterwards that matters. Anyway, let's get off of that. I hear a zombie. He's probably going to start digging it at some point. That's fine. I'm getting a little worried that my food and my water is so low. I don't like where my hit point's at 70 either. I'm just having a hell of a hard time getting going here. See, do I have any points at all? Nope. Okay. Usually it doesn't take this long to get the box. I'm just having bad luck. Of course, if we didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. It's the reason I laughed. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, he's right up there. He's leaving me alone. If you notice, that little hatch is doing his job. At least it's something, right? Let's try to eliminate this side over here real quick. I don't think it'll be over here, but I'd rather have it kind of eliminated out that it's not over here. Boy, this is being boring, isn't it? One from here should tell me if it's on this little section. I don't think it's going to be in that little spot there, so that's kind of out of the way. Let's get this spot here kind of broken down a little bit. Repair this here. Usually I don't have to go this long to find the dang thing. I'm just not having any luck, which is fine. It happens. No such luck. Nope. Nothing really going on here yet. And we'll have to do it right here and cut across and see, maybe we'll get lucky. I think he's digging in the ground. Hard to tell for sure though. Anyway, I'm at least getting some stuff for my quest done. Gotta get that clay for the one quest. Let's get him killed here. Repair this real quick. I'm so mean. That's such a wrong looking view. Well, he's dead. Damn it, Jim. He's dead. Oh, there's a rumor that they might be bringing Wolverine into Black Panther 2. That'd be nice. I hope it's Hugh Jackman. Probably won't be, but I can't see anyone else's Wolverine but Hugh Jackman. To be honest. Well, I'm having a hard time here. Alright, so I'm going to stop this for the moment. I'm going to come back and look and see if it's actually been going good. Well, it looks like it's going. That's good. I'm still learning about the streaming stuff, so you have to excuse me. It'll take me a while to figure it out. And this quest has been way too long, and it's basically been kind of fruitless. Unless I get that box here soon, it's gonna, and it has when I need it, I'm kind of hosed. I think I'll come back and get this done later. I'm being kind of frustrated not getting a box. Alright, so that's going to be a pain in the butt, so let's just do this. Let me get out of here even. It's going to take me a while just to get out, jeez. We're going to exit this and restart this. I at least got something figured out.